Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today, as usual, to bring you guys Hunter x Hunter 2011 episode reviews. Today is going to be Hunter x Hunter 2011 episode 142 review. And of course, the episode link is going to be in the box below on Crunchyroll.com. This week's episode. Whoa. It's huge. It's massive in a lot of ways. But let me start at step one. Clearly, not a lot of the Gotoh fans are pleased when it comes to this week's episode, the beginning. Hisoka versus Gotoh, where Hisoka wins and he kills Gotoh. Gotoh went night-night. He's gone. Gone. Gotoh, you're gone. He's gone. He's out of here. Now listen, man. Listen. Gotoh, he's a cool character. I like him. He is knowledgeable. He is respectable. He has like this cool guy aura to him, kind of, sort of ish. And at the same time, he was usually there for Killua when Killua needed help. And that is heartwarming. It really is. But Hisoka took him out. And you kind of forget that this is Togashi. Togashi has no qualms killing off people. He's none. Zero. And someone in the comment section of the last episode review that I did, because in the episode review I had a poll going on for the anime only watchers. So like number 1, Hisoka wins. Number 2, Gotoh wins. Number 3, a draw. Something like that. And then most of the people chose Hisoka for winning. Some were draws, and even fewer were Gotoh winning. But one person, I think his name or her name was Mizai Storm Nana, the same name as the Zodiac member. This person made a very good comment where he or she referenced me in the past, where I stated that when it comes to Togashi, normally if a character has no use or they're not prominent, they get killed. And that's the case with Gotoh. Gotoh, let's be honest here, Gotoh has been irrelevant for a very, 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 very long time. Not only that, but if Gotoh were to die, it could be seen as a catalyst to motivate, to push forward not only Killua, but also Kanaria as well. Because in that essence, Kanaria is one of the few, if not the only butler that actually supports Killua more so than any other household member among the butlers. So it's kind of big. It's pretty damn big. But the biggest thing about this scene is the fact that Hisoka killed Gotoh and he made this shit look easy. Like it was nothing. True, Gotoh had like one moment in there with the coins and then the rotation, and he was gonna get crushed by his own Nen aura. But after he does the bungee gum and he's zapping around the forest and in the foliage, it was over. In fact, Hisoka had a harder time dealing with the guy in the Heavens Arena, the guy with the hand claw powers. This dude ripped off Hisoka's arms. Gotoh couldn't even hurt Hisoka. Now, granted, I will say this. I'm not going to say that Gotoh is weaker than that dude in Heaven's Arena, but the environment does play a huge role in Hisoka winning. Gotoh's attack pattern is far more direct than Hisoka's. Hisoka, because of the bungee gum, not only was able to zip around the forest, but also he could attack from multiple angles. There was the supposed attack, the main attack of him using Gotoh's coins against him with the bungee gum. But the real attack came from above. And given the environment and the foliage and able to hide and manipulate the surrounding area, Hisoka was able to come on top. Had this fight have been on like a flat, plain, concrete area, Gotoh would have had an easier chance to deflect Hisoka's attacks or perceive where Hisoka is, stuff like that. Now, Hisoka probably would have still won the fight, but it would be easier for Gotoh to actually fight. So, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. The environment does play a monumental role in Hisoka killing Gotoh. So, it's a shame, it's sad. See Gotoh go. He's up there in the sky somewhere with Allah, Yahweh, Jesus, God, whoever's up there, don't know, Buddha. Togashi, and Gotoh right now are playing Dragon Quest. Like, yeah, that's what they're doing right now. So, moving on. So that part, it was sad, but it's huge. It's probably the most important part of the entire chapter. The next part, the episode, the next part. So Killua, Godspeed, got caught. And listen, like I said before, Killua's Godspeed is not the speed of lightning. Even though he calls it the speed of lightning, the nearest city, the nearest town, was 40k away. And it would take him 10 minutes. You don't run 10 minutes and call yourself the speed of lightning for 40k. That's not how it works. No. If it was 40k, speed of lightning, you would have been there already. It would take you like a few seconds. Not even. So, yeah. To me, it's obvious. Not only in that notion, but also him being caught by Subone and Ayame, or Aome, whatever her name is, and Kanaria. Them using their aura while they're riding Subone, who transformed into a motorcycle. That's kind of weird. Now, that could be transformation type Nen, or it could be special type Nen, because it's her actual body transforming, not her Nen per se. So that's kind of odd. And she caught up quick. She caught up real quick. And they even wound up, by planning ahead, they wound up in the airport, or the blimp port. It's called an airport because it sounds a lot better. The airport where Killua was going to be in the first place. So that's the way it is. Now, Killua was able to escape, and we do see some comedy character development from Ayame, whatever her name is, the granddaughter of Subone. And she's an actual chill person. Like, if shit's not serious, she's actually a really cheerful girl or woman. But obviously, in the Zoldyck family, or when you're a Zoldyck butler, you gotta be serious like most of the damn time. Like, fun is not a part of the damn schedule. You're not paid for fun. You're paid to protect for the rest of your damn life, apparently. Because Subone's a grandma, she's still working. I mean, the pay must be damn good. If you're gonna work there for the rest of your life, it must be damn good. But as far as I understand, you can't have any relationships. That kind of sucks. That sucks. Ass. Whoa. So no. So the job, it has its bonuses, but still, there's better jobs out there. Either way, moving on. Point here is that she has that little bit of character development sprinkle, and then we have one of the major parts here, where Hisoka, and you have Hisoka and Illumi, they're riding the Benz, and then they roll up to the fence where the blimps are going. There's 8 blimps total, and 7 of them are actual like distractions. Or I think it's 9 blimps total, whatever. Point here is that they're decoys. So now they need assistance. And what does he do? He makes needlemen. That's what they're called, needlemen. He has these needles, and he throws them into their damn skulls. And he controls them via Nen. And apparently, they normally die after this is done, said and done. So that sucks. But this does involve the Hunter Association. Because Killua has informed Morel of the deeds of his bro. And according to, I think it was the commandment number 4 of the Hunter Association, they are allowed to now take part in capturing or executing a hunter who commits severe crimes. And that's a severe crime. When you control people in that manner and potentially use them as weapons, and they themselves probably will die after this is all said and done, yeah, it's a crime. It's murder. It's mass murder in like an instant. So, gotta take care of business. And we have these 3 guys. We have Terradane. I forgot what his first name was, but his last name should be Ambitious. And then we have this brother, this black dude. And the point here is that these 3 are now working together. They're called the Anti-Chairman Association. And it looks like all the votes that the black dude, the brother, and Mr. Ambitious had, they're gonna now go to Terradane. Their job is gonna be to try and capture or eliminate Hisoka. Well, no. Their main job is going to be to try and capture the Needlemen. Illumi is a different story. But the point here is that they want to bring back this group, alright? They want to bring back the group that apparently Chairman Taro was a part of in his younger years. The Seirin group, alright? With Kuroko and Kagami and Teppei and Hyuga and Izuki, the Seirin group, yeah! Akashi, Akashi! Fuck! Alright, I gotta stop. Yo! The next chapter of Crocodile Basket. No, it's shit's going on. That's crazy. Okay, moving on. The point here is that the Seirin group, apparently, they were quite skilled. If you're going to assume that they were all that skilled as, like, a prime Netero, whoa. That means that these dudes are probably, no, they have to be stronger than the current Zodiac, than the current Zoldix, than the current Phantom Troop. If they're going to be on the same level as a prime Netero, hell yeah, absolutely. Maybe even stronger than the King and the Royal Guard. Just saying. Maybe. It's a stretch. It's a huge stretch, though. I'm just saying. Now, granted, if you take that into consideration, you can probably bring back this group in name, but not in essence. Not in, what's the word here? Not in, well, I don't know what the word is, but pretty much they'll have the name, the Seirin group, but they actually won't be as powerful. They won't be as established. They won't be as fierce as the Seirin group. That's my assumption. That's my current assumption. So we don't know much about the Seirin group, even in the manga, but still, we know some sprinkles here and there. We're getting more stuff. And what I will say is that now that we have the involvement of the Hunter Association and this whole chairman election as well within the Zodiac, within the Zoldix business, you're gonna have a lot more opportunities to see. Okay, well, let me keep it like this. Let me keep it simple. Killua, he has no qualms in selling out his big bro, because big bro wants to kill their little bro. So I don't know within the, because this is like an intermission. So if the Hunter Association is now involved, is it still an intermission? That's the question. Don't know. We're not too sure. And last point before I go. In the previous video that I did, last week's episode review, someone made a very good comment. I think it was Mizai Storm Nana. I think the same person, who stated that if Hisoka wants you dead, odds are you're not going to have a long life. Something like that. And these guys, even though they're targeting Illumi, are they aware of Hisoka, who's helping Illumi? And even still, if it's Illumi targeting you, odds are you're not going to have a long life. So we'll get to see the power of these guys, because these guys at some point, brother man over here, Pterodane and Mr. Ambitious, if they want to bring back this group, let's see how good they are compared to Illumi and Hisoka. Let's just see. Because Hisoka beforehand, when he was at the ballots, watching the people pass by and put in their votes, he was giving them all numbers. And he had the conclusion that if it wasn't a Zodiac member, they weren't worth fighting. So are these guys worth fighting? That's the question. So we'll have to wait and see for that. So overall, the episode, I think it's amazing. Because you have pretty good animation overall. You do. When it came to the, for some reason, like, I love it. I mean, yeah, okay, fine. I have a bias, because I'm the King of Lightning. I have a huge bias. I understand that. But when it comes to the transformation of the Godspeed, I love it, man. I love that shit. And then, like, you just see Killua just blitzing, and, like, you just see the sparks left over when he's already gone. Oh. I'm like, yes, that's cool. Love it. And yeah, I have a bias, but whatever, I'm just saying. So, good animation overall. It was well structured, well paced. You had a fight between, you had the main focus fight at the beginning, and that was it. Then you move on from that. And you have the Killua being chased by Subone. Then you have them actually going to the airport, Blimport Airport. And then you have the whole Canaria and Almine interaction. That called Almine? Wow. And Almine, whatever her damn name is, I don't know. Subone's granddaughter. And then you have the whole thing at the end with the involvement of the Hunter Association and the group, the anti-chairman group, and these three guys. So yeah, the pacing was well structured, well organized. I already mentioned bits and pieces of character development here and there, and character introduction. These three main guys from the Hunter Association, and that's pretty much it. So overall, and of course the main part, the story progression, where you have Gotoh who's dead, you have the blimps and the decoys, and Killua's almost there. He's almost to where we're going. He's almost at the city, but he's being hunted ferociously by Illumi, obviously. Then you have the Hunter, then you have the Hunter organization themselves hop into this whole mess in order to try and get more votes for themselves, this group, and of course to stop Illumi and what he's doing. Duh. So that's it overall. It's King Lightning episode, amazing. I will see you guys later. Rate the video, comment, subscribe. Peace. Have a nice day.